this to find this great sport. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
If y'all
Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Auburn's offense takes the field. Auburn pulled out a thriller the last time these two met in the Iron Bowl.
And I was so impressed last year with just Auburn's physicality. They beat up Alabama. They did it in the trenches. They did it running the football. That was a statement win in the Iron Bowl last season.
A huge win that they can build on, because you know how Auburn's looked at in the state of Alabama. They're the little brother. They're not respected as much. Win 2 in a row, start to gain some of that respect back from these Elephant fans.
Here's a heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Boy, coaches watch tape all week and they get so excited. First play, let's make a statement. This offense tries to come out and throw it under the lights, all the excitement, and what do? They forget to protect their quarterback, and they give up a sack on the first play.
Snagged in the middle, it's Knight. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Finds his tight end. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one, and this offense within striking distance. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right.
And the catch it right into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
So Alabama's offense has the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love the defensive backs come up, and they are physical. They stick their face in the fan, and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Pulls it, fired complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long.
Man, that linebacker is athletic. He can make tackles in space against very athletic dudes. That receiver's not an easy guy to bring down. That linebacker got him down quick.
Looking to the big tight end. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. They made the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Pretty solid coverage there. They'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, where they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before. I'll never forget being in Bryant Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and he tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they dropped it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with a 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that...
Brings it down on the right side. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, he leaves it with the backer. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. On the move at the 30. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great position.
And you'll see this with offenses sometimes, man. They make a big play, they're going to stay aggressive, but the defense did a great job. You gave up one big play, don't give up another one. They were prepared for it. Nice job defending the pass.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another touchdown, Tiger! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to pay.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll go to the fullback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Alabama pushing the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Looking to throw it to Lexus. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chain. They were trying to move the scoreboard instead. It's 4th down. The kick is on its way. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. So here comes the Auburn offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Off-play action on 1st down. He fires to the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open. So throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. There's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation of the game. The ball's going to come out.
There he goes to the left. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And, man, that is crushing to a defense. You force the 4th down. You know they're going to run the football. You bring guys near the line of scrimmage, and you can't get them to the ground. Not only does he get the 1st down, he gets a huge chunk after that. This defense is definitely going to be deflated.
They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is having a 1st half. He's over 200 yards already. Heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
To the air on 1st down. Right on the money. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Wide receiver going in motion. Quickly complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal.
It's hard to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows are tiny, and that's why the teams that can run the ball the best generally are the best red zone.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Auburn!
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. There's still plenty of time. You see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Last completion, moving the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Right on the money. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to throw, it's Alexis. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
They've got to find a way to get this guy into a rhythm. Here we go, starting the game. He's 1 for 7. They've got to find some easy completions, 3-step drops, RPOs, swing passes to the running back, something to get this guy some confidence because he's not playing.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll run it from the gun. He's stopped short, and it's fourth down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Got him downfield. All kinds of room to the right. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to end. And the quarterback goes down at the just enough time to get off one more snap. Every second is meaningful when they save a few of them with the spike. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost in momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The pitch to the left. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellows, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Tigers and Tide. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Alabama and Auburn plays out.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to intercept, and that total goes to 16. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Tigers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The give out of the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard.
He lobs one high down the left side. It's caught. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Alexis. Quarterback can't pull the trigger and down. He goes at the 41.
Wow, well, the offense a play ago comes up with a big completion down the field, and they decide to go right back to another passing play to see if they can add on to it, and they were not able to protect the quarterback. Big missed opportunity.
Under fire. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Trying to beat the DD. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football and make the catch.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And it's good from 58 yards out. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All wideouts, no backs. quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to fire deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. If you're on defense, just...
And a sack all the way back at the 5. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He'll pull it down. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important.
And unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Passing game. Get this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Creates a little room. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Fires toward the target. Found the spot in the defense. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day in the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing.
Touchdown, Auburn! And they take it in for 6 more points. Auburn extends its lead as the Tigers are turning back the tide.
I give credit to Auburn, too. It seems like every year when these two teams play, it doesn't really matter what Auburn has done leading into this game. They were able, time and time again, to play their best when they play against the Tide. They're doing it again here in the second half.
And I hate the cliche, throw the records out, but it does matter in this game. Why? Both these schools in the same state. They hate each other. The fans hate each other. Got recruited by the same schools. There is nothing about these two teams that like each other.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Here comes that Alabama offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out. They'll try to do better this time around. To the air, it's Alexis. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field. But also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let you guys make some plays, because they are definitely playing the deep.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish.
There he goes. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Going for 6. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They're working that left side. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Just keep swinging it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Put it in the window for the score. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. The give on the inside. He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation. They've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run. And I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
Snap it to the back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Alexis. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So here comes the Auburn offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hauls it in. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Auburn lines up quickly. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game was taking care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Pressure coming. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting in as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect him.
He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Takes the handoff. It's Baldridge.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football. They want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game, but they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment, because today is not a good day.
Great job contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively.
He holds one deep down the left side. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Since 1893, this game has meant more to the fans in the state of Alabama than any other sport.